It's a great day for Norfolk State football. We got word last night that Deion King had been added to the active roster for the Browns, and that's a positive for us. A guy that was a member of our program, one of the hardest working kids we've ever coached, has a huge investment in our program, spends a lot of time when he's back here, helping the guys understand what it takes to win championships. So, we're very, very excited and proud for Deion. Coming out of the bye week, I think we got the opportunity to see versus Delaware State what we have the opportunity to be. We have the opportunity to have a defense that can stop people. We have an offense that has the ability to score points. And if we continue to improve on a weekly basis, we have the opportunity to be as successful as we want to be. We focused for the last week a little bit on Norfolk State, fixing some of our own issues, and then we moved on to Florida A&M preparation. Tried to make sure that we could identify the things that we could do offensively and defensively to try to give us an opportunity to win versus Florida A&M. Coach Wood has assembled a very talented team, offensively and defensively. Offensively, they have some of the better skilled people in our conference. Defensively, their defensive line is one of the best in the MEAC. So if you see the way that they played Central last week, we're going to have to prepare very, very hard this week and make sure that we're up to task when they come to town on Saturday.
Coach, Del State was the first time one quarterback played the whole game. Was it just when he was having a good game, you just wanted to keep it rolling?
Well, we had a plan that we wanted to get through the non-conference schedule and play both quarterbacks. Because as I told people all the time, there's going to be an opportunity, there's going to be a need to play another quarterback at some point. And we thought that coming out of probably James Madison, Pooty was going to be the guy that we went with. And I understand as a head coach that when you're playing the quarterback position and you don't know which series is going to be your last series, it's kind of tough to be as productive as you can be. So, we went into the Delaware State game with the plan that Pooty would play the whole game and reassured him, throughout the week and, as late as Friday night that it was going to be his show. And we told him that we were going to throw the ball because of some things that Delaware State gave us the opportunity to do. And even though he made some mistakes, I think he responded very well.
Yeah, he was very successful. Kind of like a veteran type move, being able to get to 8 different receivers. What did you like from him?
Well, he managed the game. We're still trying to get him to the point to where he understands how to prepare for college games. He's got to spend time, throughout the week, kind of digesting the game plan. As we give it to him, I think he's doing a better job of that on a weekly basis. But he missed some throws. We told him, we said, you probably could have thrown for 350 yards had you not missed some throws. But very proud of the way that he played, and he has a demeanor that gives his teammates the ability to have confidence in him. And obviously, when you can get the ball to 8 or 9 different skilled kids, those guys are happy. We want to get the ball to George Wahee and Marcus Taylor and Chumo Wana and the backside of the backfield and all those things. So, very proud of him. But you can't throw the ball 46 times if you don't have an offensive line that's progressing. Those kids have taken a ton of flack all season long, and when they finally played, fairly decent game, nobody acknowledged them. So we wanted to make a big deal about how well we thought our offensive line played versus Delaware State.
What do they do differently that gave them opportunity to play such a good game?
Well, I think we made some changes as a staff. We're still kind of starting to identify our strengths and weaknesses, and I think the play is probably a little bit more relative, coming out of the CAA. But when you have the opportunity to play your 4th game and you have the opportunity to play a conference game, those guys are all playing together, not shuffling in and out. You do still have a true freshman in there that's, a true freshman and a redshirt freshman that both have learning curves, so those guys just needed some time to play. And it's our job as a staff to try to get those guys in positions where they can be more successful.
Chris, after a bye week, after that first win, what's the mood among the players? You guys feel like you got your mojo back?
Yeah, I feel like, everybody's they're really rested, nicks and bruises are all, back to normal. I feel like we're just progressing from here on out. We're excited to come out this weekend and do it again, we're just trying to come out and play football.
A little bit of shuffling along the line against Delaware State compared to the first couple games. So what was the reasoning for that, and how do you think that turned out?
Shuffling? What do you mean by shuffling?
Like you were moved over to end, that you played tackle the first 3 games.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was just a matter of putting people in the right places so we don't so we don't have to worry about being in a tough situation because really people went down, so we just had to fill in and make things work for what it did, and it came out to be pretty good. Everybody, went out and played what they had to do, when the time was needed. So.
And don't want to misname this. We got George here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach. George is one of those guys that you said you wanted to get the ball in his hands. So what about his skill set makes him one of those people?
Yeah, George is the little Wahee. Actually, we have George and JT. George is the older of the two, but George is a dynamic playmaker. I think he probably leads our team in yards after the catch. He's a strong physical receiver that has the ability to do things when he has the ball in his hands, and having the ability to throw him, short routes, and working against a defender one-on-one and being able to give him the ball in open space just kind of maximizes his talent. And as you see, we caught a 10-yard curl and turned it into a 39-yard reception on last Saturday. So we're going to continue to try to do that, with those guys. I mean, as I said, everybody knows Marcus Taylor has the ability to make plays, but I think there are two other wideouts in George and Chuma also that have the ability to do the same.
George, what was it like being able to be a part of that offense and have it rolling? And not only was it rolling, everybody was getting involved.
It felt really good because, that's what we practice. We practice spreading the ball around. Everybody gets the ball in practice. So it felt really good, everybody in the huddle feeling good, knowing that we can get the ball anytime, and everybody just felt good. So it felt good also.
What kind of things, generally, of course, are you guys working on to improve, even though you got that win?
I think just consistency. It's probably bad of me to say this, but we probably had our best Tuesday practice ever yesterday, and it started with the way the guys approached the field. The challenge that was issued this morning was, hey, can you come out and do it 2 days in a row? Because generally, if you can put together a good Tuesday, good Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that kind of trickles into Saturday. But the thing we've got to do is we've got to continue to be consistent on defense. Limit big plays, continue to turn the ball over offensively. 17 points may not be enough. We felt like we left some points out there. We missed a field goal and didn't get a touchdown right before the half. So we had opportunities to do more things. We've got to run the ball, more consistently. We've got to find ways as a staff to create ways to run the football. We threw the ball 46 times. That's not going to be who we plan to be on a weekly basis. Obviously that game dictated us throwing the ball that many times, but I don't think you can be very successful if you continue to do that. So we'll just continue, as I said, to try to find ways on both sides of the ball to put these kids in good predicaments as they continue to mature.
George, Pooty was asked to do a lot, and he came through for you guys as a receiver. How do you see his progress coming along 2 games into the season?
I see it coming along well. Pooty's already he's really mature anyway. So he's coming along. He's taking practices every day, coming out there with the mindset of getting better. So I think he's coming along really well. From training camp to now, he's gotten totally better with preparation, coming out there, ready to work, taking every day, taking step by step every day, getting better. So I feel his preparation is coming along well.
About a quarter of the way through the season, Chris, how do you see the strengths of the defense right now and things you guys have to work on?
We just have to, as a defense, we have to work on, I would say, coming out and just, I guess, being a little more, in tune. We're everything's good. It's just a matter of understanding where to be and when to be, because, we gotta, stuff the ball. Everything boils down to, getting the tackles, and stopping the ball. But I feel like just being in the right place at the right time is really what we need to work on. But everything's looking good, so I'm definitely excited.
Coach, any injury update?
I think we've got everybody back, which is what you hope to get out of a bye week. I know we've got Demetrius Farabee back. We've got Haji Gaylord back. Anybody else? Who else? Tank Ashby's back. Tank had missed a few games. So that's the fortunate part of it. We're going into the game with everybody that we feel like we need to help us win. So you have to credit our strength conditioning and our training people for making sure that they set their timelines right, and we sat some guys out of some games to make sure that they're ready for conference play. As we hit our stretch.
Is Kyron still out though?
Yeah, he's done for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done for the year. So he'll hopefully we'll have him back, ready to go by the springtime.
Is done for the year? It was like a torn ligament.
Yeah, just a lower leg injury that's going to keep him out for the rest of the year.
Chris, looking at some film on Florida A&M, what do you see as one of the keys to stopping their offense?
Get hits on the quarterback because, like Coach Scott said, they have talented skills players, so we have to make sure, they don't get the ball. So, collapsing the pocket and definitely getting hits on the quarterback. That's going to control the game, I feel like, on defense, and we just got to come out there and fly around and make sure that, those skill players don't get a chance to get the ball or get the ball in their hands. So.
You guys happy? Feeling good? Have you got a win? Feeling good?
Oh, yeah.
It's better than it was, but obviously, it's up to us and up to these guys to make sure that you continue to have these types of feelings. It's not fun to lose, consecutive games. And our program wasn't happy. And the thing that I am proud of these guys is that they stuck together. We've had people say everything to our team and about our team, but it's an in-house mentality that we have, and we'll continue to grow, and we'll continue to try to be successful.
Coach, this is the start of 4 home games in 5 weeks for you guys. It seems like every year or two we always end with like 2 straight games on the road. Is there any advantage to this, having this stretch here of 4 home games in 5 days or 5 weeks, or would you rather spread that out a little bit?
It doesn't really matter. I think the way that the schedule falls, we handle it. We definitely love playing here at Dick Price. We want to continue to give our fans and students and alumni confidence in us, and I think winning football games at home, we'll continue to do that. We've got some new thought process and some new ideas about how we'll handle home games, because we've definitely got to be better at home. It's great to be able to go and win on the road, but we need to perform here better. We need to perform better here, so that the people involved in our program can have something to be proud of.